Stacey and J Sbu.
It is a Tuesday, and every Tuesday we get into the Great Drive debate. And oh boy, today it's family.
The views and opinions expressed in this feature are those of the listeners and participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of East Coast Radio.
All right, so not for nothing. Today's Great Drive debate is actually quite, I'm going to go ahead and say triggering in the literal sense of the word. This is quite a difficult one, so we're going to present you two sides of the same argument and you're going to weigh in. But to set it up, a little bit of context for you. So Ubuntu tells us that family comes first, no matter what. But what happens when that same family is the one draining you, disrespecting your boundaries, or making you feel small every single time you walk through the door? So many of us were raised to believe that walking away from family, however toxic it might be, presents as the ultimate betrayal. So argument number one is that you should stay because family is everything. In South African culture, you don't just abandon your people because things get difficult, right? Our elders sacrifice too much for us to throw that away over hurt feelings or perhaps a few uncomfortable Sundays. Family teaches you patience, and walking away often just passes that dysfunction onto the next generation instead of actually healing it. If you can't sit with your own blood at a table, what does that say about the person you're becoming?
Yeah, one argument, two sides, and your point of view. Stacey just shared the first argument. Second argument is as follows. Leave because peace is not negotiable. Respect is supposed to go both ways, not just from you to them. Staying in a toxic environment because of tradition doesn't heal anyone. It just teaches you to shrink yourself to keep others comfortable. Some of the strongest people we know are the ones who broke the cycle, even when their family called them selfish for it. Your mental health is not a small price to pay for keeping up appearances.
You see, I told you it was going to be rough, right? But what we want to know from you today as part of the Great Drive debate, KZN, is would you stay in a toxic family situation out of respect, or would you walk away to protect your peace?
And Stacey, we've seen the WhatsApp hotline. Many people have come through, but they don't want to come live onto the radio.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is not all that surprising. This is a pretty personal and vulnerable place for you to be in. Thank you very much to each and every single one of you who was brave enough to send a voice note. We understand that you don't necessarily want to regurgitate your personal family business live on the radio, that, you know, everybody knows everybody here, and that maybe is one bridge too far for you.
Yeah.
And we completely respect that. So we're not going to force anybody to do that. But we have received your voice notes. There's so many of them still coming through. I think this is a conversation that everybody would like to have.
It's difficult.
And maybe in this instance, it's just a one-way, it's just a voice note, and that is more than enough. And we're very proud of all of you for participating today, as it is. So we've taken all of your voice notes, we've put them together to kind of get a read on where KZN lands on today's Great Drive debate, right? Would you stay in a toxic family situation out of respect, or in your opinion, should you walk away to protect your peace?
Hey, East Coast, this is Anonymous from the code sections of KZN. I'd say walk away. It's not worth your mental health. It's not worth your energy. It's just life draining. I had a similar situation where there was a minor involved, and it just got dirty and ugly and not worth it. Just step back and recoup and regain your sense of identity and self-worth.
Hi, Stacey and J Sbu. I've been there and I walked away for my mental health. Not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Hi, guys. I would just like to say respect goes both ways. And it's been exactly 1 year since I have written off my family. And the peace that I have with it is indescribable. They couldn't respect me, my family, and I just couldn't go along with their narcissistic ways. So it was best to let go.
Afternoon, Stacey and J Sbu. My peace and mental health come first. I cannot set the fire to warm someone else while I'm burning. Staff, family, and its toxicity. Moses on N3. Great show, great content, lovely music as always. Thanks, guys.
Hi, Stacey and J Sbu. This topic is very touching on my heart. However, with that being said, family that don't respect your boundaries, I've cut them out. The rules are simple. thank you. I just stay away from you, and that's it. Family or no family. You cannot disrespect my family and think that's acceptable. And those as well sitting at the table and entertaining that disrespect, I cut them out. I greet them and all that, but I'm going to be sitting at my table.
I would not stay in a toxic family situation. I've walked away from a marriage as well as have had to leave my kids behind, because toxic family situations are not good at all. I've dealt with sister-in-laws that can cause issues in your life, father-in-laws that don't want to talk to you for years because of issues. So staying in a toxic family situation, it's not good for you at all.
Hi, Stacey and J Sbu. So I've always been the one to always put family first. And I think after 18 years of going through the ordeal that I have been, I've actually decided to put my peace and my current family, so not just my extended family, but my husband and my children, I finally decided to put them first. So after all of the years of doing and seeing to family, sometimes you realize the only thing you get back is disrespect. In fact, funny enough, just a week ago, I've actually made the decision to actually put myself, my mental health, and my family, my current family, before my extended family.
Yeah, man, listen, it's a very sensitive one. As you can tell, the voice notes coming through. And it's very easy for a lot of people to be like, I'm going to judge someone who decides to walk away from toxic family, because we often were taught to believe that family must come first. But I can imagine the feeling, the hurt, the pain that one goes through when the people that you depend on, the people that you love, that you grew up with, are the very same people that hurt you the most, which proves a point. You just never know what people are going through. So let's not be judgmental with the perspective chosen by each individual who have sent through a voice note. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for trusting us. We always say you have a seat at this table, and today we've just proven that, because we respect your thoughts and your opinions on today's very, very sensitive topic.
Just another observation from me to everyone who had something to say today. Obviously, we all hang out between 3 and 6, and it's Jennifer Lopez, If You Had My Love, and competitions and stuff like that, but we're also people.
Yeah.
And what I find remarkable, and it really is a sign of the times, is how many of you are all saying the same thing. And maybe it's something in the air, maybe it's a generational thing, maybe, I don't know. But there's a shift, and I think that there's a reprioritizing that's happening. Life is difficult, and life is constantly lifing. So when there is additional expectation, and we do teach people how to treat us, and you realize that perhaps you've also been complicit in the way that you are being received and handled by people as important as your blood, and you decide to step away from that, it's a reclaiming of yourself, and it's an exercising of your agency.
Yeah.
So thank you very much to each and every one of you.
Stacey and J Sbu on East Coast Radio.